The Smart School Class 3 Science Video Lesson 2. We shall continue chapter number 1, Earth as a Living Planet. Our topic is Types of Habitat. We shall study from page number 3. You shall require Smart Science 3 notebook and pencils during this lesson. Are you ready? By the end of this lesson, you should be able to differentiate between forest and desert habitat. Identify the animals and plants living in forests and deserts. Identify the animals and plants living in mountains. And describe the features of animals and plants living in aquatic habitat. First, we shall do a bit of a recap of the previous lesson. Can you tell which of the following habitat is suitable for polar bears? The correct answer is the first option, because the polar bear live in extremely cold conditions. They cannot survive in a desert or in a grassland. Forests. What is a forest? It is a large area with a large number of plants and animals. Can you tell what type of animals are present in the forests? The animals that are present in the forest are wild animals. They eat animals, grass and leaves of plants to survive. Can you name some wild animals? Some of the wild animals are zebras, deer, lion, and wolf. In forest, we see evergreen trees. What are evergreen trees? These are the trees that do not shed their leaves seasonally. They remain green throughout the year. Can you think of some examples of evergreen trees? Pine trees and conifers, as shown in this picture, are examples of evergreen trees. Our next habitat is deserts. What types of areas are deserts? Deserts are very dry areas of land. They do not get much rain. That is why you do not see a lot of plants and animals in the deserts. What type of temperature is there in the deserts? Deserts have extremely hot and cold temperatures. During the day, they are very hot, and at night, they are very cold. Can you name some desert animals? Camel is a famous desert animal. Some of the other desert animals are rat, scorpion, and snake. Cactus is a desert plant. Not many plants can grow in the deserts, but the one that is frequently found in deserts is cactus. You can see its picture over here. So where does the cactus grow? Yes, it grows in the deserts, and especially where the soil is dry. Since there is almost no water available in the desert, how does it survive in a dry atmosphere? Cactus has an ability to store water. It has a thick stem, as you can see over here, and this stem stores water for future use. That is how cactus can live for a long time without water. Can you name 3 different types of deserts? They are sandy desert, rocky deserts, and deserts with mountains. We shall now do a quick quiz on what we have learned in this lesson. You are to match these columns. The correct answers are desert plant is cactus. Wild animal out of these options is lion. Animal found in desert is camel, and pine tree is an evergreen plant. The next habitat that we are going to study is mountains. What are mountains? Mountains are landforms that rise high above the surroundings. As you can see, this mountain has risen high as compared to the ground here. Can you name some trees that grow in the mountains? Pine trees, juniper, and deodar are examples of such trees. These are the sort of trees that grow in the mountains. Can you name some mountain animals? Some of the mountain animals are mountain goat, mountain squirrels, and bighorn sheep. Rivers and sea is also a habitat where many animals and plants live. But the question is, how do those animals breathe? Animals living in water can breathe using their lungs or their gills. Where do sharks live? Sharks live in the sea. Can you name some animals found in rivers? See, there are fish that live in the rivers, and there are turtles as well as crocodiles that are present in the rivers. Can you name some plants that grow in water habitats? These are coconut trees, seaweed, and water lily. All of these plants grow in water habitats and hence they are called as aquatic plants. A quick quiz based on what we have learned so far. Can you tell which of the following is the habitat of sharks? Is it the sea or is it the desert? The correct answer is the sea is the habitat of sharks. You have to choose the right words from the table that is shown here to fill in the blanks. The correct answers are plants make their own food using sunlight, air, and water. If surroundings are too hot or too cold, living things will die. Sun is the main source of heat and light. Living things need air to breathe. A large area with a large number of plants and trees is called a forest. Now we shall summarize what we have learned in this lesson. Many plants and animals live in forests, such as lion, zebra, deer, pine trees, and conifers. Deserts are dry and have extreme weather conditions. Camels, rats, snakes, scorpions, and cactus are found in deserts. Mountains are landforms that rise high above the surroundings. They have plants and animals like juniper, deodar, mountain goat, bighorn sheep, and others. Fish, turtles, and crocodiles are found in rivers, while sharks and other larger animals live in the sea. Plants such as water lily, seaweed grow in water habitat. Your home task is to read page 3 of the textbook. You have to attempt exercise question C4 to 6 given on page 4 on your notebooks. As you can see the picture of these 3 questions given over here. Then you have to attempt exercise question D given on page 5. The picture of this question is shown here. You have to attempt this question within the space provided on the textbook. Good luck!